Wait lang, i-check ko lang yung mic ko if it's working or not. Let me check this system. Pasok na. Because tonight, I'm just so happy after watching the press con of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. O, di ba? May bago na namang revelation. May bago na namang revelation tayong nalaman today. And disappointed na naman ang mga DDS. Disappointed na naman sila. Dahil iba ang in-expect nilang sagot. Pero iba ang sinabi ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte sa kanyang press con. And this is something that we have to keep in mind, no? We have to keep in mind that not all paninira sa ating Pangulo kay Pangulong PBBM ay totoo. Diba? They were really expecting to pin down our president, but unfortunately, they did not succeed because even the one that they support the most, yung kanilang talagang iniidolo at talagang ipinaglalaban ng ating dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte, siya na mismo ang nagbigay ng kaliwanagan sa lahat ng kanilang akusasyon, sa lahat ng kanilang mga assumptions against our current President, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Good evening, Miss Helen Premia. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Please do not forget to like this live. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan i-like ang live na to. Patrick Ermac, Madam, support ka ba din ba kay PRRD? What's there to support about PRRD? Hindi na siya presidente. Ang gusto ko lang po ay kaliwanagan sa lahat ng binabato nila sa ating Pangulo. Wala na po tayong susuportahan kay PRRD. Unang-una sa lahat, hindi na po siya government official. Siya po ay isang ordinaryong Pilipino na lamang na binibigyan din kaliwanagan ang lahat ng mga binabatang issue tungkol sa ating Pangulo ngayon. Diba? Later, makikita nyo at ipi-play ko sa inyo ang snippet ng kanyang press conference after the Senate hearing so that you would understand more what I mean about this issue. Again, ang suporta po kay PRRD is not important anymore dahil isa na po siyang ordinary citizen. Kagaya natin, hindi na po siya government official. Good evening, Miss Jean Comesario. How are you, Miss Elmelda Lamelo? Kamusta po? Beauty, I did not watch his press con. Ano po sabi ni Digong doon? Well, everything good about our president. So later, i-play ko yung video para sabay-sabay natin panoorin. Kasi doon nga, in his press con, he denied the accusations ng mga Duterte supporters, ng mga DDS sa ating presidente na siya ay isang bangag. So pinabulaan yun ni PRRD and of course, may sinabi din siya tungkol sa kanyang anak na si VP Inday. May sinabi din siya tungkol sa kanyang anak na si VP Inday. That's why this is very timely because this will validate, of course, our claim as well na maayos at magaling na Pangulo ang ating presidente ngayon na si President Bongbong Marcos because even the former president whom they so admire, diba? Whom they so admire is clearing our president's name, our current president's name. Hindi niya po hinahayaan na mag-prosper or magkaroon po ng traction ang mga issues na binabato sa ating Pangulo, sa ating mabuting Pangulo na si President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos. That's why I'm really saying that the supporters, the Duterte supporters, during the press con are really disappointed and you'll really see it in their reactions because they really did not get the answer that they were looking for, the answer that they were expecting from the former president. Sobrang disappointed talaga sila. As a matter of fact, sa lahat ng mga pronouncements ni PRRD kanina, pinapalakpakan nila, lalo na pag nagpapatawa siya about the Senate hearing. But when he was asked about our current president, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, hindi na nakapagpalakpak ang mga supporters kasi obviously, they really did not get the answer that they wanted, di ba? Hindi talaga nila nakuha ang sagot na gusto nila from PRRD. Oh, imagine, ito na yung taong sinusuportahan nila. Yung family name ng taong to, yung legacy niya, ang sinusuportahan at piniprotektahan nila. But they have all rights to do that. But they also want him to join their headless chicken fight. O diba? Yung laban nila na pabagsakin ang ating mabuting Pangulo, gusto nila talagang sumanib puwersa pa sa kanila ang matanda, si Digong. But unfortunately, it did not happen during the press conference and they really did not get the answer that they were rooting for from the former president. As a matter of fact, pinagtanggol pa po ng ating dating Pangulo, si PBBM. At dininay niya lahat ng inaakusa kay PBBM. Diba? Ang pangit ng hearing kanina, parang pabor lahat kay Duterte, walang kwenta mga senador, malibay kay Senator. It's because hindi sila marunong magtanong. They don't know how to ask questions. It's so boring. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of resources, it's a waste of money. Ang Senate hearing pa, they allowed Bato de la Rosa and Bongo to sit in the committee, the very same committee investigating the extrajudicial killings, where Bato de la Rosa and Bongo is also implicated. So, paano mo may enjoy or paano ka makakasigurado that there is check and balance when the very same people who are involved in the case is also sitting as committee chairpersons, di ba? Parang, totoo ba? Iniimbestigahan mo sarili mong kasalanan? That has always been my concern. Ever since the day that they pushed for a Senate hearing regarding the extrajudicial killings. That's a very, very weird hearing and napakaingay pa ni Bato de la Rosa. I just wanted him to shut up. I just wanted him to not say anything at all kasi lang in every statement, in every accusations, talagang may paliwanag siya, talagang may depensa siya, talagang kailangan niyang magsalita. Madami sa good evening muna dyan. Makinig sa magandang usapin. Good evening, Big Salvador Vlogs. Welcome. How are you? Baka natakot sila magtanong kay Duterte, baka patumbahin sila. Hindi naman. Of course, hindi na yan kaya ni Digong ngayon, di ba? Hindi niya na kaya. Mabuti naman na justified na si PBBM I love. Ay, taray, PBBM I love. Sabi ni Miss Emma in JP, Emma in Japan. Super ingay ni Bato, defensive, sabi ni Nel ZT. And yes, he was too noisy. He was saying things that is unnecessary. He was saying things that will not help build the case. Of course, syempre, he will be saying things that will not build the case because the case is actually against him. Diba? Syempre, against sa kanya yung kaso. Kung magkakaroon mo ng kaso. So, gagawin niya ang lahat para doon pa lang pigilan na ang pag-progress ng kaso, di ba? At akaingay ni Bato, mga walang kwenta na mga pinagsasabi. Talagang it's a waste of time. The Senate hearing was a waste of time. They really did not get the answers from PRRD. They don't know how to talk to PRRD. Nalalaro sila, napapaikot-ikot sila ng mga sagot niya. And they're just like all ears to him. Alam niyo naman yung karisma ng matanda. They're all ears to him and parang pinapanigan pa nga nila as a matter of fact. That's why mas maganda po talaga that the hearing should be conducted by people who have nothing to do with the case or by people who are not biased. Diba? Sa case, who are not, who doesn't have biases sa kasong binubuo or sa iniimbestigahang issue like EJK. How can you come up with something that is actually worth the while when when two people who are also involved in the case that's being investigated also sits as a committee chair or also is also part of the committee, di ba? Wala ka makukuha talaga doon because they will use all their power to dissuade people. They will use all their power para lituhin ang madlang tao, ang madlang bayan. They will use also all their power, di ba, to veer away, to have themselves veer away or to cleanse their name from any statements that would actually implicate them further in the case sa extrajudicial killings. Kaya boring. Hindi na lumalabas ang katotohanan is Christine. And I would enjoy this more if this would have been in Congress or this would have been in the Quadcom hearings. Diba mas masaya ito kung sa Quadcom? I'm sure mas maraming nanood dito and I'm sure mas marami doon sa kanila na mas magaling magtanong at mag-imbestiga sa kaso na kanilang binubuo about the extrajudicial killings during the Duterte administration. Dapat daw ang Quadcom humarap. Mas magaling ang mga congressman magtanong. Yes. Lalo na yung aking tito na si Congressman Paduano, galing-galing nun, di ba? Every time he mentions or every time he speaks talaga, walang nakakalusot. Yes po, unfortunately, sa mga galit na galit sa akin, ay tito ko po at love na love ko po si Congressman Paduano. So pasensyahan na lang tayo dahil ang galing niya po talaga magtanong doon sa Congress, ang galing niya talaga gumawa ng trabaho niya doon sa Quadcom as part of the committee trying to solve and investigate the extrajudicial killings during the Duterte administration. Si Boy contempt. Pero pag nag-contempt talaga siya, contempt, he never loses his case sa Supreme Court, di ba? Nakita nyo naman. Never siyang natalo sa mga kaso niya sa Supreme Court every time he cites someone for contempt. Alam nyo guys, yung Congress, may may parang rule book yan. They have the same rule book in Congress and they follow that rule book in order also to protect themselves from being implicated or from being cited by the courts that they are violating our constitution. So talagang basang-basa at kabisado niya yun. Ilang term na ba si Congressman Paduano na congressman? 3 terms na, actually graduating na siya. This is his last term as congressman. So kabisado niya na yon. Diba? Yes, magaling talaga si Paduano, sabi ni Mary Rainforest Jungle. Diba? Napakagaling. Every time na he opens his mouth, talagang matutulala na lang yung mga witness or mga resource people. Talagang hindi na nila alam kung anong gagawin nila. Kasi talagang pag nagtanong siya, direct, straight to the point, and hindi mo siya pwedeng paikot-ikutin, syempre Ilonggo yan. Basta pag kaming mga Ilonggo nagtanong, of course, hindi mo kami mapaikot-ikot. Hello? Diba? Si Ako, Paduano, Abante, magagaling, yes. Did you know na before sila mag-away ni Dante Marcoleta, talagang best friends yan sila? Si Ako, Marcoleta, at Paduano, yung tatlong yan yung kinakatakutan sa Congress. Because every time they hold hearings talaga sa different committees that they're holding, talagang nakukuha nila ang mga kasagutan, nakukuha talaga nila ang mga juicy answers from the resource people that they invite. Hindi sila kasi napapaikot. But of course, alam niyo naman, muntik na magkaambahan si Congressman Paduano last time at si Congressman Marcoleta. But hopefully, they can still maintain their friendship despite the differences in views and opinions. Kasi sila din talaga ang magagaling dyan. Magkakaibigan yung mga yan, guys. Lalo na si Kong Rod, sunugi ka talaga, di ba? That's why I am really rooting for Pprrd to attend the Quadcom hearing. Kasi sa Quadcom naman, if he is really innocent, if he is really clean, and once and for all, if he really takes responsibility or accountability for all the legal matters that his police officers or the PNP committed during his term, ay di umarap siya dun sa Quadcom, dun sa hearing ng Quadcom about extrajudicial killings, diba? About the war on drugs. Kasi that's the only way he can also prove na talagang he would be held responsible for all the crimes or for all the atrocities committed during his term as president by the Philippine National Police. I'm not saying, I hope that you are not also getting me wrong, hindi po lahat ng police ay masama. Not all police officers are bad people. There are just some, diba? There are just some. Just like in any other religion, hindi naman lahat ng nagsisimba ay mababait. Okay? Meron dyan mga nagsisimba, as a matter of fact, minsan, madami sa kanila pa na nagsisimba, pero ang ugali naman hindi makain ng aso. Same as with our police officers. Not all of them are bad. As a matter of fact, a lot of them are actually dedicating their life and dedicating their hard work every day just to maintain peace and order in our country. Talaga nga naman, sobrang matulungin, sobrang maayos magtrabaho, at sobrang dedicated sa trabaho nila ang ating mga kapulisan. But of course, hindi mo din talaga minsan maalis na sa isang institusyon, merong bulok na prutas or may bulok dyan na police, di ba? Hindi naman na yan. Kailan po ang next hearing sa Congress? Wait lang po, hindi ko po alam dahil hindi pa po ako congressman. Next time mag-congressman na ako siguro, I will let you know, but I really don't know their schedule because a lot of it changes And I promise, in the next Quadcom hearing, hopefully makavisit ako, makapunta ako. The other day, nagkita kami ni Congressman Paduano kasi tito ko nga siya. So the other day, nagkita kami dito sa Mascara sa Bacolod, and we actually talked a little bit about the hearings, the Quadcom. Sabi ko, next time na lang tito, punta na lang ako sa iyo. Bisitahin na lang kita so that I can watch the hearing myself. 'Di ba? Makita ko din in person doon. Sabi niya, sige, punta na lang daw ako because people naman are allowed inside to listen and to be an audience sa committee hearings na ganyan about the extrajudicial killings. And hopefully, by that time, nandun si Pprrd, no? Makadalo si Pprrd doon sa hearing pag in-invite siya ulit. Kasi, as far as I know, just right after this Senate hearing, papatapusin lang when session resumes, alam ko pupunta na si Pprrd eh. Kasi di ba may nagbitaw na siya yung kampo ng Duterte side, nagbitaw na sila Duterte also joining the Quadcom hearing. Patapusin lang din daw talaga itong Holy Week, or I'm sorry, Holy Week, not Holy Week, All Saints Day or All Souls Day. Mas magaling talaga yung mga kongresista, sabi ni Miss Mary Rainforest Jungle, wala yun sa Senado, taob sila sa mga kongresista. Yes, I would have to agree with you. Miss Mary Rainforest Jungle, I'm not saying na bobo mga senador natin but it's just not the proper forum to conduct investigations like that. Most importantly, that there are two there sitting as chair in the committee that are also involved in the case or that are also being accused that in the case of extrajudicial killings, 'di ba? Yung participation nila sobra-sobra doon sa dinudulog nating reklamo about extrajudicial killings during the Duterte administration. I think resume sa November 4 ang Quadcom hearing, na-interview na din si Dan Fernandez. Hopefully mag-resume na because we are also excited about this and I am just so excited as well to be there myself and to witness the hearing together with my tito, si Congressman Paduano. Diba? Sabi ni Sir Dan, hopefully after November 2 na kasi busy sa Laguna, tinulungan man na sa ng bagay. More than anything, I think our government officials should focus also on helping those who were greatly affected or devastated by Typhoon Christine. And ang scary part pa nito is there is another stronger typhoon coming in soon. At sana, wag naman sana yung ganun ulit. My God, hindi pa tayo nakaka-recover kay Christine. Nakakaloka naman. I think CAVITE, yung storm signal was raised to signal number 4 in CAVITE. Hopefully, Panginoon, wag naman sana ilayo niyo po kami sa kapahamakan, di ba? Wag naman sana. Okay, the Senate is too partisan. Yes, I would have to agree. Nakakaloka. Quadcom, in my opinion, sabi ni Michael Lim, is more credible. Yes. Diba? They're more, actually not just credible, but they are more equipped to do the investigation themselves. Kate Anderson, guys, double tap. Like nyo naman yung video. Please like and share our live tonight. This is not a late night live because I'm in Bacolod and I have to do something. I sleep early here. Kasi nakakantok talaga ang, alam niyo naman pag provincia vibes, di ba? So hopefully you can like this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure also that you click the notification bell para po updated kayo sa ating mga live. Every day we go live. Every time I'm not in my house in Manila, I go live earlier. Kasi pag nandun lang naman ako sa bahay, I usually go live at 12 midnight, di ba? Ingat sa mga kababayan natin dyan sa Pilipinas. Sana hindi malakas ang balbiyos. Kaya nga, Miss Beauty, I really hope na talagang hindi lumakas to because hindi pa tayo nakaka-recover. Ready na kayo? Panoorin na natin yung video together. Yung hearing di masyadong focus on war on drugs, sabi ni Miss Alita Manosca. Hindi nga masyado because they're focusing on terms, on semantics, they're arguing about the word neutralization, they're arguing about this and that, and then dagdag mo pa dyan yung mga chika ni Senator Bato de la Rosa na walang, alam mo yun, it doesn't really make any sense. All his chika. If it's not chismis, it's something that would clear his name. If it's not something that he heard from someone, it's something naman na hindi niya daw kasalanan, that he's safe from this. because he was just misinterpreted. So all those chika, sabi ko nga sa inyo, it also affects it also affects the entirety of the hearing, diba, of the inquiry or of the Senate inquiry, because may mga goals sila, may mga gusto silang mangyari, ang gusto nila hindi masama or hindi sila madawit doon sa extrajudicial killings na iniimbestigahan nila. They should not be part of that committee. As a matter of fact, they should not be there. They should not be present. Para naman makapagtanong ng maayos, makapagtanong ng malinaw ang iba nating mga senador sa mga gusto talaga nilang itanong without actually harming also their colleague who is as well sitting as Senator of the Philippines. Diba? Yun nga, yun eh. Panoorin na natin si Miss Yoli Vinuya, excited na. So let's watch the video together. Ito na, ready na kayo? Let's go. Let's watch it together.
Sir, asking for a friend. Hindi na po ni Senator Coco Pimentel kanina na ang hearing kong naganap sa Senado ngayon ay hindi lamang po limitado sa EJK, kundi sa Philippine Drug War under your administration. Sir, once and for all, can we hear it from you? Nasa narco list po ba ang pangalan ng Marcos Jr.?
Diba? Sir, once and for all, we just wanna hear from you. Nasa narco list po ba ang pangalan ni Marcos Jr.? Hindi yan mahina. Mahina yan kasi wala siyang mic. Nagka-question siya. So, nasa narco list po ba ang pangalan ni Marcos Jr.? Once and for all, we want it to come directly from you. Nasa narco list po ba ang pangalan ni Marcos Jr.? Sa tingin niyo, anong ina-expect na sagot? Anong ina-expect na sagot ng mga natin? Ng mga kaibigan natin sa kabilang kampo? Siyempre, ina-expect nila mag-yes. Ina-expect nila na oo, nandun. Talagang bangag yan. Talagang addict yan. Diba? Talagang tama kayo na tinatawag nyo siyang bangag. Oh, that's what they were expecting to hear from former President Duterte. Because they asked the question in order para maging sikat ulit sila because Duterte would confirm that he is part of the Narco or his name is in the narco list, diba? So yun yung ina-expect nilang sagot na nandun, na ganito. But ito ang sagot ni PRR. Hindi pa natapos yung question nito. Ito ang sinagot ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte sa kanila.
Wala. Wala.
Wala! Papalakpak na sana sila pero sabi wala. So natigil yung palakpakan. Natigil yung hiyawan at palakpakan nila because they clapped their hands dahil dun sa question. But then sabi, wala. Tumigil sila sa palakpakan. Naudlot ang palakpakan nila dahil. Diba? Naudlot pa ang palakpakan nila because Fprrd himself clearly said, repeatedly said, wala. As a matter of fact, wala. Wala. Tuloy natin.
Ito prangka-prangkan. Hindi naman naulan nun ako. Hindi man masyado kami kilala niya.
Ito, prangkahan! Prangkahan daw. Ginanon niya pa yung everybody in the press con. Sabi niya, prangkahan tayo. Total, hindi naman kami magkakilala niya. Hindi naman kami siguro magkaibigan. They're not really close. Prangkahan!
Kung nandyan yung pangalan niya, I would have forced a lie.
Diba? If kung nandyan yung pangalan niya, I would not force a lie. Kung nandyan yung pangalan niya, I would not force a lie na itatago niya or what? Hindi niya sasabihin, diba? Or kung wala man talaga yung pangalan niya, ifo-force niya na nandun kahit wala naman talaga. Diba? Disappointed sila sa pahayag ni Fprrd. It's not actually the answer that they wanted to hear. Naramdaman nyo naman yung pagtigil ng palakpak nila, diba? Naudlot.
Public. At saka kung nandoon yung pangalan niya, isasabi ko talaga.
Kung nandoon yung pangalan niya, isasabi ko talaga, wala nga. It's not there. I'm not sure who said that it was there. They made it a point to say that it was there. Alam niyo, sabi ko nga, si Pbbm at si Pprrd nagre-respetuhan talaga na ngayon. Kasi, the very first time that Pprrd said na may bangag tayong presidente, they really thought that it was Pbbm yung kalaban nila. Diba? yung kaaway, they didn't know at the time kung sino ba talaga. Sino ba talaga ang kaaway nila sa politika. But then, when the dust settled, naging klaro na sa kanila. And even before naman, di ba, nagsunod-sunod na ang pronouncement ni Fprrd na we have to support the administration, we have to support Pbbm, na hindi dapat natin siya kinikriticize ng ganito because he's doing nothing wrong. He has not committed any serious mistake. So, sino ngayon ba ang toxic? Ang toxic na naman really making a big fuss out of all this at the expense of our kababayans are the other camp. Yung kabilang kampo with all the new players there, with all the new allies kuno, yung mga natanggal dahil may ginawang kabulastugan sa gobyerno, yung hindi nabigyan ng posisyon, and all those people you see speaking in rallies. Sila lang naman ang gumagawa ng eksena because of course they want to be in power. They want also to continue what they've started when they were first appointed in their position nung umupo si PBBM. Kaso nga lang, nasyonggal, na-exit. Diba? Pahiya si Roque talaga. Wala sa narco list, diba? Diba? Inamin kanina ni Digong at Bato na magaling gumawa ng intriga si Duterte. Diyan daw yan magaling sa meaning, yung mga intriga na gawa-gawa yun ay gaya na kay PBBM na bangag daw. Yes, magaling naman talaga sila. We will give credit where credit is due. Magaling talaga silang gumawa ng propaganda. Galing ako doon, di ba? Ayaw nyo pang maniwala sa akin. Galing ako doon sa kabilang kampo. Magaling talaga sila. They're really so passionate about it. They're really into it, kumuha ng mga intriga. Because of course, if you are in power, iba ng usapan, di ba? Style nila yan. Di ba? Style nila because also they want the power. They want to be in power. Tuloy natin yung video.
Yung pangalan mo nandyan. If I name one, I name all. Binasa ko eh.
Di ba? If I name one, I name all. If I name one, I name all. Binasa ko eh. Binasa niya. It's never there. It was never there. So it's not true that our president, the good president, is in the narco list. Just like what everyone says, lalo na yung mga nasa kabilang kampo that our president is bangag, is addict, na nasa narco list yan. It's not true. His name is not there. It's not there at all. Galing yan mismo kay Fprrd. Nasira yung trip nila, nabasag yung amats nila, everybody in the everybody in the press con after the Senate hearing, nabasag. Basag talaga yung amats nila. Hindi nakalusot. Tayo ngayon ang pumapalakpak. Tayo ngayon ang nagmamahal sa Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Tayo ngayon ang pumapalakpak. Hindi siya tumigil dyan, guys, ha? Hindi tumigil si Fprrd dyan. Diretso niya pa yan.
So wala naka-eskapo doon. Bakit ako wala? In fairness,
pag last question,
iba yung
madami yung tanong.
droga niya para sa...
Next question.
Kayunin mo siya, Viagra. Marami na klase ngayon.
Next question, ito pa.
Dalawang question lang po. Lingaw ko lang po.
Isa-isa muna.
Una pong tanong, President Duterte. Nung nakaraang press conference ni Vice President Sara Duterte.
Ito na, this is about already the nakaraang press con ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Guys, pakinggan nyo. Ewan ko na lang kung hindi kayo papalakpak. Ewan ko na lang talaga kung hindi sasabog ang mga palakpakan nyo para sa ating mahal na Pangulong President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Listen to this carefully. You cannot hear the question very clearly kasi walang mic yung mga nagtatanong because this is an intimate press con. So nakaano lang sila, nalalakas lang nila boses nila. But for your benefit, I will also explain to you what the question is, or not really explain, but I will repeat to you what the question is, just so you have a better understanding of what they are asking and the context as well of the answer of the former president. Tinawag niya na hindi presidente ngayon umakto ang current president. Di ba sabi niya yun? Sa press ko niya, hindi siya marunong maging presidente. So ngayon, tinatanong nila si Fprrd kung anong masasabi niya sa sinabi ni Sara about it na hindi siya umaakto ngayong presidente ang current president. Pakinggan nyo ang sagot ng ating former President Duterte. And, my God! Sira, basag na naman yung amats ng mga DDS. Sira na naman yung amats nila na magkakaroon sila ng bagong isyong ibabato or magkakaroon na naman sila ng bala na magamit against our current president, ng ating mahal na Pangulong PBBM. Basag na naman sila sa answer ni former President Duterte. Diba? Tinanong, ito yung sagot. Pakinggan natin.
Kung kayo po ang tatanungin, ano po ang reaksyon niyo sa bahay po ng anak?
Kung kayo po ang tatanungin, ano po ang reaksyon sa pahayag ng anak ninyo? Anybody? Any volunteers who would like to guess what the reaction of our former president is sa sinabi ng kanyang anak na hindi marunong maging presidente, ang ating mahal na Pangulong Bongbong Marcos? Can anybody guess? Walang makakaguess. Guess na, Deli. Comment nyo, basahin natin. Bibitinin ko kayo. Bibitinin ko kayo. I just want you to guess. Ano ang sinagot, Deli? Kung mahal niyo ang Pangulo natin, ang mahal niyo si PBBM, let me know. Ano sa tingin niyo ang naging sagot niya? About the statement of Vice President Sara Duterte. That is all a lie, sabi ni Michael Lim. Sabi ni Michael Lim, ang isasagot ni Fprrd, that is all a lie. Okay, wala nang gusto. Wala nang gusto manghula. Hula na, dali. Libre lang manghula. Walang bayad. Flood control budget nasaan na? Ano ba yan? Sasabihin niya na values inday. Ay, aloha please. I like this. She must be out of her mind, sabi ni Madam Emma in JP. Shout out, Mrs. ni JV Collado na si Janine. Hi, JV. How are you? Thank you for dropping by. She must be out of her mind daw. Ito naman. Pero malapit-lapit na kayo sa sasagot niya. Okay, pakinggan na natin ang sagot.
Well, I may have to disagree with my daughter.
Ay! Narinig kayo! Did you hear what he said? I may have to disagree with my daughter. I may have to disagree with my daughter. Klarong-klaro yan, ha? I may have to disagree with my daughter. Diba? Nag-disagree siya. Sa kanyang mismo, sa sarili niyang anak, sa Vice President. When his daughter said that PBBM doesn't now know how to be president, he disagreed. Hindi lang yan. Hindi lang siya nag-disagree, but he explained why. So pakinggan natin. Ang ganda ng explanation niya.
Not totally. Baka kulang sa expectations niya.
Kulang sa expectations niya. Magjo-joke ko siya dito. Baka kulang lang sa expectations niya. So nag-disagree ka siya kay Sara kasi alam niyo guys, lahat naman tayo may ina-expect. May mga sarili tayong mga expectations. And if our expectations are not met, that is where heartbreak comes in. Diba? Pag hindi nami-meet ang expectations natin, that's where frustration, disappointment comes in. And nakakaloka yun sa feeling, nakakabaliw. Hindi ko sinasabing baliw na, nakakabaliw lang. So when we are expecting too much or when we are expecting something and we do not meet that expectations or we do not satisfy our expectations, that's where disappointment comes in. That's where our feeling of frustration comes in because we badly want something to happen. But then again, it's not the problem of the other person kung hindi niya na-meet yung expectations mo. It's your problem because you expected too much. Are you getting me? It's your problem because you expected too much. Or you expected something different. You want something different. Iba ang iyong gusto. Diba? And for whatever reason na iba ang iyong gusto, most especially that you are a public servant, we can just all hope and pray na yung gusto mo ay para sa bayan, para sa paglilingkod mo sa sambayanang Pilipino and not for yourself. But unfortunately, ano yung mga frustrations mo and disappointments? Yung hindi ka pinahiram ng chopper para makauwi ka ng Davao. Yung hindi binigay ni Pbbm yung relo niya doon sa Cavite. Yung hindi kinuha ni Pbbm yung sulat doon sa matanda. Kasi bakit niya kukunin? Alam niyo ba, muntik na siya mabalian doon nung hinila siya, hinablot siya in one of the rallies. Nakita niyo yun, diba? Muntik mabalian si Pbbm, hinablot siya. Probably, pinagbawalan na siyang i-extend ng todo yung kamay niya. Diba? Tuloy natin.
Siguro ang role model niya yung tatay niya.
Role model niya. Of course, diba? Well, that is a joke because we all know naman that they are not in good relationship. Diba? Hindi naman talaga sila okay. As a matter of fact, hindi sila nag-uusap. Diba? Hindi nga makontrol ni Pprrd si Sara eh. Even the press con, Pprrd doesn't know anything about the press con that she did. Diba? She doesn't know what she's talking about because siya mismo, she doesn't take advices. She doesn't listen. If she doesn't get what she wants, nagta-tantrums si Abra. More tantrums ang ating Vice Presidente. That's why, di ba, she can never really be, di ba, even just an inch of her father. Wala, hindi talaga kaya. Unfortunately, hindi talaga kaya. Even Pprrd knows na hindi talaga kaya ni Sara Duterte maging presidente. Diba? And that's settled already. We all know that. Tuloy natin.
Pero ito naman, hindi naman lahat ng presidente kaagad. But itong sitting president ngayon, I know in my heart, not because hindi kami kaibigan.
Itong sitting president ngayon, I know in my heart. Not because magkaibigan kami or what, kasi hindi daw sila magkaibigan.
I know that by the way, what is he supposed to do?
Diba? What is he supposed to do?
Manok ganyan, bayad siya. Anong gawin niya? Painit siya ng utot niya dyan sa, Siyempre nagtatrabaho yung tao.
Siyempre, nagtatrabaho yung tao. Diba? Siyempre, nagtatrabaho yung tao. Nagtatrabaho yung tao. That is a very clear statement from a former president. Nagtatrabaho ang tao. And yes, we all see that, how hardworking our president is. Kung gaano ka hardworking si President Bongbong Marcos. What is he supposed to do? Ano ba ang ina-expect nyo sa kanya talaga? When there are a lot of problems in this country that we have to deal with every day. When there is a war affecting our economy. Diba? When there is something going on in the world that is outside of our control. Which greatly affects also the cost of goods. Prices soaring high. Because there is somewhere in parts of the world that is not in peace, that is not really peaceful right now. Diba? Apektado tayong lahat doon. Akala nyo sila lang may gera doon at wala tayong pakialam. No. Ramdam natin, sa fuel prices pa lang, bukas magtataas na naman ang presyo ng gasolina. Because it's more difficult to import oil now when there is a raging war in that part of the world. Diba? Tuloy natin.
Kaya lang siguro, yung estimation sa ibang podo, medyo kulang. Kasi,
Oh, yung estimation sa ibang mundo or sa ibang ano daw, parang kulang. Yun lang naman yung ano niya, baka kulang yung estimations. And this is usually the fault of those who are appointed, those secretaries appointed to take care of our economy. Diba? Trabaho nila yun to estimate, to come up with reports, to monitor the economy, and propose measures to curb, at the very least, diba? To curb the inflation rate, to save the economy from collapsing. And I guess yun yung trabaho natin. Kung gusto natin protektahan si Pbbm talaga with all our hearts and with all our minds, diba? We have to call out those people who are not doing their jobs. Those economic managers assigned or expected to take care of the economy and propose measures, diba? To defend our economy from completely shattering in the most difficult times. Diba?
ito naman, hindi mayabang eh. Totoo spoken eh. Hindi naman guys sa akin na, potang na, patayin kita dito, letse ka, yawa ka.
Diba? Kasi si PBBM nga daw, soft-spoken. Unlike him, talaga, nagmumura. Diba? Nagmumura siya. Diba? Yun lang yung comparison niya because that's their main difference. This one is soft-spoken and him naman being the former president na sobrang nagmumura na enjoy ng mga tao.
Hambog. Story yun. Pero pareha lang kami.
Last question po, President Duterte. Ano po ang reaction ninyo sa ginagawa po ngayon ng Kamara laban sa pamilya ninyo, ang ginawa nilang Quad Committee at ang patuloy pong pagigipin po sa budget po ng Office of the Vice President?
Diba? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how patuloy na panggigipit sa budget ng Vice President? As if naman they have no right, diba, to remove items from the budget proposal of the Office of the Vice President. Of course, Congress has the power of the purse. They can actually appropriate, funds or remove line items from your budget proposal if they deem it necessary. Hindi siya ginigipit. That's just part of their job. That's part of Congress's job. To make sure na tama po ang pinaglalaanan ng pondo. And that's also part of their job to make sure that the money or the funds are also not being abused and used for something else other than to help our kababayans, to help the country. Diba? Yun lang naman yun eh. That's part of Congress's job. If they remove a line item from the budget of the OVP, from their proposed budget, that's also part of their job. And the OVP already knows this. Yan yung pinagawain ni Kong Paduano at Kong Marcoleta, di ba, during the budget hearing, because they wanted to push for the parliamentary courtesy to the Office of the Vice President because it is tradition already. But of course, di ba, it's tradition versus your job. It's tradition versus actually being accountable to the people of the Philippines. Lalong-lalo na that the Vice President is also involved in the scandal of the confidential funds. Dahil involved siya or indicted siya sa issue ng confidential funds which she utilized in 11 days sa staggering amount of 125 million pesos, syempre mag-iingat na this time yung Congress on how they will approve. They will really disregard traditions because they are required. It is part of their mandate to take care of the taxpayers' money because that is sacred. That is every Filipino people's money. It does not belong to anybody. but to the people of the Philippines. Diba? Tuloy natin. Nagugulat. Madami, I love watching you, kaya lang nagugulat ako sa mga pasabog mong grenade. Pasensya na, because I want to make a point. And I'm really enjoying also pressing my sound card and make the grenade explode. Diba? Yung mga pasabog natin. That's how we do pasabog here. Diba? Sorry naman kung nagugulat kayo sa mga pasabog nating grenade. Tuloy natin.
I really do not know. I have to talk to my daughter. Who are these people that's after her skin? Palagay ko naman, hindi sa politika kasi wala namang ambisyon yung anak ko maging pigil.
Diba? It's not about politics. So he has to talk to his daughter. So meaning hindi sila nag-uusap, guys. They're not talking. And I've been telling you this over and over again many times that they are not talking. They will only talk if Sara approaches Pprrd. Hindi sila nag-uusap like, sabihin mo si Pprrd, tawagin siya, kausapin about this and that. Walang ganun. Sara will not listen. Diba? Kung meron man siyang namana kay Pprrd, yun lang talaga yung pagiging Bisaya niya siguro at apelido niya. At yung medyo konting kabalyuan. Diba? Yung medyo konting kabalyuan. But other than that, I don't think she really got anything good from her father. Pero wala talaga. Baliw talaga eh. Iba talaga magsalita ang Sara Duterte nyo.
Presidente. There was never, nandiyan man ang Diyos, there was never a time that we talk about the presidency. Sabi ko nga sa kanya noon, magpasalamat ka na sa Diyos na inabot mo yan. O para sa akin, babae ka, okay na yan sa akin.
Sir, last po. May tanong last ako.
May buntot yung last mo. Gaano kahaba yan?
Yung nakaraan po kasi sinabi rin po ni Vice President Inday Sara doon sa kanyang press conference sa OVP, natanongin daw po kayo kung totoo nga daw po na hindi niyo po daw siya totoong gusto matakbo yung presidente. O baka reverse psychology na lang daw po siya.
Tama na. Ayaw ko talaga.
Diba? Ayaw ni Pprrd. Wala talaga sa usapan niya. Ayaw niya talagang maging presidente. Pero don't you worry, Pprrd. I don't think magiging presidente si VP Sara. Parang hindi naman siya magiging presidente dahil naman kung paano naman siyang mag-conduct ng sarili niya in front of people, in front of the entire nation. She's too weak to become president. Kung meron man talagang weak, it's your daughter. It's VP Sara who is too weak to become president. She does not have control over her emotions. She just rapidly fire words that are not appropriate, that are inappropriate, and that will not help the Philippines become a stronger nation. Diba? Inuuna niya yung sarili niya, inuuna niya yung tampo niya, inuuna niya yung stress and frustrations niya, inuuna niya lahat-lahat about her. Diba? She's not really thinking about the Filipino people because if she is, she would have been the next working vice president. But instead of actually helping our kababayans devastated by the typhoon, by Typhoon Christine, where is she? She is there. Sa kasal ng dating mayor ng Cebu na si Mayor Rama, former Mayor Rama of Cebu City. Umattend siya ng kasal habang nasasalanta na po ng bagyo ang ating mga kababayan. Diba?
Una-una, naaawa ako. Sabi ko dahil dumaan ako. At huwag sana mainsulto ang Pilipino. Putang ina. Wala kang makuha. Magtrabaho ka, magising ka ng alas 6, maligo ka, kain, punta ka ng mga 8:30 to 9 sa tapos trabaho na. Doon ka kain, tapos you start 1. Palit-palit yung maraming kwarto yan eh. Maraming kwarto yan magkaharap. Pagkatapos niya yung mga nan, paalisin na yan sila, iba na naman ipaupo doon. Iikot ka, ibang hanggang gabi yan. ang sweldo mo, wala. Sa totoo lang, pero sa pagod mo na yan, 300 plus thousand. Yan lang ang madala mo. Tapos, yung pag-uwi mo, hindi bayad ng gobyerno, kunin pa sa sweldo mo, putang inang yan. Bakit ka magtiis nagtrabaho ng ganun? Ako, dumaan ako dyan, sabi ko, ano makuha mo dyan? Hindi ka na mapapanalunin ng sipsteak. Buti sana kung sabi niya, sige, every month papanalunin natin yung presidente, para okay na sana. Kita,
Meron pa ba?
napunta pa kayo ng Davao? Kita ninyo yung bahay ko? Oh. Kita ninyo yung sakyan ko? O di pick up rin? O dito, pick up rin? Ano ang nagbago sa buhay ko? Ang nagbago, ang bayan na pinatpatakbo. Pero, yan ang sinabi ko kay Inday. After this, maghanap ka na lang ng mabuting negosyo. Di na bali at the start, kikita ka ng maliit. Let it grow and pray to God na suswerting ka.
Yan nga yung advice niya kay VP. After this, sana makinig ka, VP Inday, after all, this is your father talking. Sabi niya, after this, maghanap ka na lang ng negosyo. Kahit maliit lang kita muna, at least, makahanap ka ng negosyo and you pray to God na swertehin ka. Oh. Diba? Live a quiet life. VP Inday. Because you are also being used. Instead of you upholding and protecting your father's legacy because of your pronouncements, where obviously you're not using your head, sinisira mo ang magandang nagawa ng tatay mo. Diba? Ang maganda. At least man lang yung mga konting magandang nagawa niya to change this nation, to help build this nation. Nasisira mo yun lahat dahil sa mga eksena mo dyan. I would really agree. You heed your father's advice, magnegosyo ka na lang after this. Diba? Magnegosyo ka na lang after this. Because you can never be your father. Look at our former president having all the respects. Nagkamali man siya nung tinawag yung presidenteng bangag. Ngayon sinasabi niya, binabawi niya lahat yon. He is not in the narco list, and in fairness to Pbbm, he is working. What can he do? Diba? There's so much work that needs to be done, so much things that he needs to focus on. Most especially that now, our world is in shambles. It's scary. The threat of the world war happening. Diba? It's already in our doors. It's knocking on our doors. Hindi na malayo yon sa katotohanan. Look at the war happening in Israel. Look at the war happening in Ukraine. So in every part of the world, nagkakaroon na ng giyera. Sana hindi lumapad, hindi dumami, di ba? We don't want that. Ano naman ang ilalaban natin? Yung mga tikbalang natin na taswang? Di ba? Pag tayo naipit, wala. Ito pa nga lang giyera na hindi directly tayo affect. I mean, it's not here in our very soil, but we are greatly affected by it. The rising prices of commodities. Sobra-sobrang ramdam natin lahat ngayon. Ang hirap. And tomorrow, again, tataas na naman ang gasolina. These are outside of our control. These factors are affecting us greatly because of the different wars happening around the world. Diba?
Pero kung dito ka sa gobyerno, pera gaba, pera ano.
Next.
I only stayed sa gobyerno because I enjoyed my trabaho ko. I was
ma'am.
That's all of it. Pero as a matter of fact, hindi lang natin na-record dito, meron pa siyang sinabi about VP Sara dito and about PBBM. That sinabi niya dito in the length of his press con na sobrang hardworking president naman talaga. In fairness daw to Marcos Jr., he is really a hardworking president. Diba? Nasad na naman yung mga nasa kabilang kampo kasi hindi sila nakakuha ng bagong propaganda. Because PRRD, former President Duterte, is really giving PBBM a thumbs up sa kanyang ginagawa para sa bayan, para sa bansa. And he is not allowing people to construe facts or fabricate stories that will damage the reputation of our good president. Diba? Let's give credit where credit is due. Lagi nga natin sinasabi. And this is the reality that we are faced with now. That we have a good, a hardworking president, a good president by heart. And, diba, ina-expect na kabilang kampo na ilalaglag siya ng PRRD, but unfortunately, inangat pa, lalo ng dating Pangulo, ang estado at ang pangalan ng ating mahal na Pangulo ngayon na si Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. And I think this is the best way to go. Because really, guys, we have to support the administration. We have to support and trust our government. In the first place, it is also us that put them there. Diba? Lahat ng pagod, lahat ng hirap natin na dinanas, lahat ng pagkikipaglaban natin na dinanas during the 2022 elections just for them to win. Huwag naman natin sayangin dahil lang sa mga kaguluhang nangyayari which was started or triggered by people who wants something from us. Diba? From people na may mga vested interests, from people who wants to start a war within the confines of our government institutions. Dahil may gusto silang makuha. Dahil may plano sila. Dahil gusto nila makapagkamkam, makapagkuha ng para sa kanila naman. Diba? And that's our reality. That's our reality as a nation. That's who we are as Filipinos. Lagi tayong nadadala ng mga matatalinhaga at mababangong salita from our officials who actually has nothing for us but everything for themselves. Diba? Miss Day Flores, hello, good evening. Dito sa ibang bansa, mas lalo mataas ang bilihin kasi sa Pilipinas. I would have to agree with that. Talaga namang tumataas na din ang presyo sa ibang bansa. Actually, naghihirap na nga din sila sa Canada, sa US. They're all complaining because of the high prices of goods. Diba? Everywhere in the world right now is suffering. And this is something that we cannot, diba? Hindi din natin maintindihan. Sino ba ang mayaman ngayon na bansa? Sino ba ang okay na bansa ngayon? Kasi diba, ganun po talaga. Not unless the world stabilizes again, not unless the different wars end. Tataas at tataas lang po talaga ang presyo ng mga bilihin. Diba? Kahit po dito sa Qatar, sabi ni Daryl Bautista, mataas rin ang bilihin. Kahit dyan sa Qatar, mataas din yung bilihin. Diba? So this is something that we really have to think about. Bakit naman sa courtesy na ina-extend ng dating Pangulo sa ating Pangulo ngayon, the good President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., bakit hindi ito magaya ng kabilang kampo? Why do they really want to bring down our president? Why do they really want to tarnish the good name of our good president, as si President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos? Why do they want that? Siyempre, isa lang yung kasagutan dyan. Because they want to be in his place. Gusto nila, sila yung nakaupo dyan. Sila yung nakaposisyon dyan. Diba? Kasi parang naudlot eh. Didiskarte na sana sila nung na-appoint sila, kaso lang parang naudlot eh. I'm not talking of everybody. I'm not talking about everyone who is part of the rallies before. I have very specific, wait lang. Yan. I have very specific people in mind. Nawalan pala ako ng audio. I'm really sorry. But yon, at the end of the day, again, the more that we do this, the more that we destabilize our government, tayo yung magsasuffer, tayong Pilipino ang malilintikan. 'Di ba? Not until we learn how to be united and work for a common cause and fight for the common good. At hindi unahin ang mga self-interest of certain individuals who's also dreaming to be in power, then wala pong mangyayari sa bansa natin. So ayon, maraming salamat for watching at nakita nyo naman kung paano dininay at paano binigyan linaw ng ating dating Pangulo. Wala po sa narco list ang pangalan ng ating mabuting president na si President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. And he is also disagreeing with his daughter kay VP Sara Inday Duterte nung sinabi niyang Pbbm does not know how to be president. Sabi niya, 'di ba, I would have to disagree with my daughter. Klarong-klaro po 'yan. So sana wag na po gumawa-gawa pa ng kung anong issue ang kabilang kampo. Wag na pong gumawa ng kung ano-ano pang propaganda ang kabilang parlor, just to tarnish the name of our good president who's working very hard, coming also from our former president. Nagtatrabaho po talaga ng sobra-sobra ang ating Pangulo ngayon just to give us a better life, just to give our country hope, and just to build our nation to become a strong nation that is ready for the future. 'Di ba? Oo, maraming self-interest kasi kahit saan mataas ang bilihin. That's right. So, maraming salamat for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed my live and I really pray na safe tayo kasi there is another threat of an incoming super typhoon. Ewan ko kung totoo tong mga nababasa ko pero hopefully not. Sana mag-dissolve yung typhoon even before it landfalls dito sa ating bansa. So be ready and please always pray that everybody will be safe, that every one of us will survive this natural calamity, this natural disaster. Thank you for joining me tonight, everybody. I wish you all a good night and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!